Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Throwing right away is Daniels. And incomplete to open things up. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it.
He lost the football. Well, it looked like Washington got it back, and indeed they did. It remains Commanders football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Well, look at this Arizona defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
19 Lions. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
On the counter, it's Edwards. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Look at 19.
Daniels looking to throw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Come on. 70, Wolf.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
19 Tiger. Ready.
Once more, Edwards. And he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. They'll swing this out to Krosky-Mary. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Commanders going to bring out the field goal unit. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They've tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 10-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Let's go.
Throwing now is Daniels. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here we go. Start. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Here's Daniels. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back. And then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
Cougar 19.
Now Daniels. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw is Daniels. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray going to throw. And that is incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first two possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's go now.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
19, Tiger, 19.
To the air goes Daniels. A short throw there to Strange. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 by 6.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Pass caught. It's Lane with it.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
At the 40-yard line.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9.
6,
Again, it's Edwards. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
18.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Going right back to Dotson.
And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now 2nd and 3. Slot man moves right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead they run up the middle here. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long. because he's just going to speed right past him.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Commanders 10, Cardinals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. To throw, it's Murray. He's got this downfield to McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
That's to Lane. He's got it outright. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Washington Commanders first down. A gain
Hey,
of
Smash.
12. First down, Washington.
Ready.
From the gun, they go to Edwards. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready, set. Get up. Viking 18. Ready up.
Back to throw. Daniels. That one complete out to Dotson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw is Murray. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Coverage by Mikey Sammerstill.
Here's 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Going for it. Here's Benson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Here's Mecole Hardman. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the 2nd half.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Butler. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing now is Murray. That is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
At the 43-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Edwards. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Looking to throw. Daniels. A swing pass here to Edwards. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Daniels looking to throw. This pass hauled in by Dodson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
At their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Benson. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the right one to run into it. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Ready?
First down, Washington.
18 Cardinal. Rig alert. Rig alert.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready, break. Head. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll swing this out to Krosky-Merritt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really They've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing now is Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And he'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
For Washington on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now from Murray. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
And this will be swung out here for counter.
2 yards that time. The stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Murray.
That's complete to McBride.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Throwing again, Murray.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's McBride. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. To throw from his end zone, Daniels. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Now he's free up the left sideline. Jihad Dotson. The race is on. Touchdown, Washington. Jihad Dotson, 84 yards. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
There's 27. Cardinals 7.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
And the Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Murray going to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now Murray again. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. Well, how about the coverage we just saw them break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.